Cha cha. Howdy. It's the 29th of April. Man, this month's just, you blink twice, take a nap, and the month's over. Wow. Hopefully everybody's doing good. It's currently 75 degrees, mostly cloudy, waiting for the storms to come in. And yeah, hopefully you got better weather than I do. So, because we're expecting tornadoes, hail, and everything else. We got this system that's splitting in two. One's heading north, one's heading east. And yeah, the east is going to produce possible tornadoes throughout the day and the evening. One in the north is going to cause big hail. On that one, it's heading towards Oklahoma and to the northeast. So be safe where you're at. Of course, I'm going to be safe too. I stopped doing everything outside when I started noticing the clouds had that funky look to them. We had that funky colored sky last night in the evening time, so didn't do too much. I ended up just laying down taking a nap. Slept right through it all. So, wow, Lady D, you're 74. Cool. Only a couple of degrees cooler than me. You probably got sunshine, sunny. Then you're going to take another walk. La, 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 la. Wait, no, no. I'm not giving you anything. I told you on your last walk video that I wasn't going to say nothing because I knew it was coming, but I didn't want to get scolded by you because you're enjoying that nice weather walk. Hey, Rubberneck, how you doing? Almost made you spit your copy. So you feel like a spitter today, huh? Come on now. Drink that coffee, swallow it down. Take it all, baby. That caffeine's good for you. You know it. It keeps you going with all that busy phone calls you got. Yep. So anyway, okay, I'll want to say hello to Zed. Hello to Lady Dagger Status, aka the Popcorn Princess, and Rubbernecker pops in and surprises us all with what's going on, and of course all the lurkers. I appreciate the ones that I didn't know if I was going to do a live or not. Didn't know if everybody was busy or not. That's why I put that little poll thing out on my post thing. I appreciate for the ones that did answer. I was about getting ready. I was getting disheartened. I only had one for the longest time. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just cancel and take a nap. Yeah. You're never waiting for me. You're always taking walks, going down 7-Eleven, getting you some coffee, you know, eating your popcorn, answering the phone, talking to the telemarketers. You're too busy, Lady D. You don't have time to wait for me. I know that. And if you haven't checked out Lady D lately, you need to check her out because you know what? She made lasagna. Ooh, and it looks so good. Rubberneck's just getting done with lunch break at work. Must be nice. You get a break. I've been doing house duties all morning, and yeah, I sort of understand the secondary meaning for that Queen song, I Want to Be Free, and it has nothing to do with dressing up like a woman or being gay or anything else. You want to be free from housework. Man, housework's tiring when you let it go for a week and then you have to play catch up. Yeah. So, guys, if you're at home and your wife is at work and she's going to come home, do yourself a favor. Gather up all the trash, take it out, and put it in the receptacle outside before she gets home. Don't rush to try to do it if she sees you doing it. Just do it now. Get it over with. And when she gets home and she's in a bad mood, she can't go, ugh, what have you been doing all day? Didn't even take the trash out. Yeah, while you're at it, go and pick up your clothes, put it in the hamper. And on the top of the hamper, put a note saying, thanks for all you do. Now wash my skivvies. They got skid marks. I triple dog dare you, gentlemen. Go ahead, do it. Do it. So let's see. I haven't really been watching the news too much. I only read a couple of things today because, like I said, been busy with housework. But you know, I'm not going to mention the sources because I want you to go do your own research on there. But scientists are throwing out a lot of stuff, and the medical ones are really talking about, oh, America's got to get ready. The pandemic's almost here. I mean, like, come on. You've heard of how the leftists and the liberals and the Democrats have this Trump-citis thing going on. They just can't stop hating Trump. Well, I think scientists hate chickens because they're really talking about the chicken flu is really going to freaking be the biggest pandemic the U.S. has had in a long time. Well, since the last pandemic, and they just can't leave those chickens alone. What is it? Did they have a bad experience with chickens or something? Yeah, type in chicken virus or something on Google or whatever search engine and start reading some of the stories. Some of them are crazy. Yeah. So, but that's my opinion. You need to check it out. You'll find out. Let's see what happened over the weekend. Oh yeah, did you hear about the boat that hit a ferry? I think it was on the. I can't remember which beach area it was, but it was in Florida. What's going on in Florida? You got shootings, you got stabbings. Now you got boats running into ferries, and it was a hit and run. That boat hit the ferry and then took off. There was a couple of injuries, but they accounted for everybody in the ferry, so it was pretty good. And they still haven't caught the people in the freaking boat. So, but don't worry, the Coast Guard's are on watch. They'll catch them. Okay, and this is coming from mysa.com. I got to report this one. So, I'll check chat here in a sec. I saw y'all talk about it. MySA.com is reporting popular camping area trails closed at Big Bend in Texas, and here's why. Uh, they had two large construction projects, and that's going to close the Chisos Basin starting in August, according to Facebook. They're going to replace the Mountain Lodge and something else. It says only the Chisos Basin area park is going to be affected. So if you're planning to go to Big Bend, you may want to check, make sure it's not the area you want to go to because they're closing now for some construction stuff. Because you could take a plane and you know get deported while you're trying to return from your Bahamas trip because you didn't have the real ID or your passport's expired or something. So so B was telling you about that. No, okay. I think B might have been involved. Notice she's not here right now. Nah, she's probably taking her nap. But yeah, a lot of weird stuff was going on this week. Now they're saying, scientists are saying, and you got to do your own research on this one too. But now certain foods you eat, processed foods, are the reason why you get dementia and Alzheimer's. So you got to watch what you eat, and when you see the AI freaking picking up what I'm talking about, and going to bring up all the stories on that like it normally does. But yeah, because they're showing a picture of a donut. So stay away from them donuts. They'll give you Alzheimer's dementia, according to the news stories I read. But do your own research, I don't have a PhD in journalism like none of the others that report on mainstream media, but hey, at least I don't use AI to do my stories. I do everything the old fashioned way. And of course, they're saying today in West Texas, when the storms start kicking in, which they should be here shortly on far West Texas, west of me, they expected tennis ball size hail and only getting bigger when they head towards Oklahoma. The other day they had DVD size. It's got to be 5 inches to be DVD size. Imagine a 5 inch width freaking hail coming down on you, smashing on that freaking windshield. Yeah. I'm trying to see what else was going on. La, 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 la. And if you like orange chicken and never made it at home, go to thehungryhussy.com. Thehungryhussy.com. They got a recipe in the video to show you how to make orange chicken that you'll make on repeat all the time. So they think they got the best one for the orange chicken recipe. But wait a minute. Aren't the doctors and the scientists having a war on chicken? Uh, hmm. Is that a contradiction of AI? They say chicken's going to kill us, but yet they want you to make orange chicken. Hmm. Okay, do y'all ever go to your bakery at your grocery store? Well, go to mashed.com. Mashed.com. You need to check out this story. It's called The Worst Grocery Store Chain Bakery You Should Just Avoid. You want to know if it's your grocery store? Well, go check out mash.com. I'll give you where the stories are, and I'll let you do your own digging so you can see if it's, you know, worth the lies or not. Because mostly, most of the stuff now is all lies. They make up what they want to. And of course, they're saying AccuWeather is reporting about 2 hours ago that growing flood concerns in central U.S. amidst severe weather. Where's central U.S.? Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Tennessee. Yeah, it's headed. That's all I got to say. Have you been wondering why the Ring of Fire is more active than usual? Check out climatecompass.com. Yeah, they got the 10 facts you need to know to find out why the Ring of Fire is more active than usual. And if you say anything saying climate, then you know it's a lie. Because all that is being affected by the sun. Yeah, the more for the Earth to do anything through its stages is the sun. We got billions of years or millions of years of freaking history that shows it. They just don't know how to read the freaking facts. They can tell you when the last big eruption is on a volcano, but they can't tell you what caused the volcano to blow. Yeah. It's like they need to stop visiting Pornhub and pay a little bit more attention to the science that they're doing, and maybe they can figure it out. Ooh, and there's one for Florida, but B's not here, so I'm not going to really touch on it too much. But if you want to know, Florida's thinking about changing stuff. Check out MoneyWise.com. It says Florida's Fallen Tree Act could shift storm damage liability. What homeowners and the neighbors need to know. Because before, if a tree fell, it was an act of God, and, you know, insurance freaking, nope, whatever. Y'all just have to take care of your own shit. And I think I didn't look into this one, so you need to check out money wise. But I'm thinking to say whoever the tree's on, if it falls on the other one, then it's going to make that person liable now, which I think is BS, especially when you got hurricanes and all these storms and stuff. Now, if they didn't properly have their tree limbs freaking cut, I can understand that. But the wind's 100+ miles an hour. There's not much you can do trimming the limbs and all that. The tree's going to fall. The tree's going to fall. And there are alerts out. This is one you definitely want to do a deep dive on. There's alerts out in North Carolina telling people to leave their kids inside. Don't let them go outside because the air pollution is so bad right now that they can get sick. Hmm. All right. So, do you ever get anybody that comes and visits? I was like, surprise, we're here. And then you got to make a quick Motel 6 out of your spare bedroom. Well, here's a couple of things you need to know. Go to BuzzFeed.com. Their story is you should provide those. Etiquette experts reveal the 6 rudest things to do while hosting overnight guests. And they're showing a picture with a fluffy pillow, a couple of towels, and sheets, and all that other stuff. So, yeah. The proper etiquette for having a house guest. Hell, if I'm going to do all that stuff, I'm going to be freaking giving them the bill in the morning. And they ain't getting no free all you can eat buffet either. Oh, no, Newsweek, I don't believe you. So, how's the fires going in New Jersey there, Lady D, while I go back to chat to see what I've been missing? Because Lady D's got that front seat for the wildfires over there. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Good afternoon. Sorry, I was reading news bulletins and stuff, but I'm back. Hey, Al Bundy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Trying to catch up on chat at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a sign on mine. If you got the Jabberwocky, you're not allowed to freaking stay overnight. I don't want your stuff shedding all over my stuff. I have to send the pillows and everything else to the dry cleaners to get it sanitized. I don't want no shedding. They bring a suitcase. Are they bringing bed bugs with them? I don't want no bed bugs in my freaking house. I don't know. It just depends on that young kid that they arrested for starting the wildfires. What did he use? Yeah. What is it burning besides woodlands? Because in Canada, it was probably burning factories and stuff that they did there also. So no telling. And surprisingly, I have not seen one recall this morning so far since I've been looking at the streams. Yep, and go to Men's Journal. Here's another one talking about it. If you're planning to travel somewhere, you want to check out mensjournal.com. U.S. has issued do not travel warning for 21 countries. If you go there, don't expect the freaking government to have to freaking bail your ass out. So, dun dun dun. Okay, another one from Men's Journal is Weather Channel sends warning amid growing concern over dangerous storm. Which dangerous storm? The one that y'all gonna be experiencing all this week. Yeah, that's all I gotta say on it. Go to mensjournal.com. Read it for yourself. And the cooldown.com is reporting scientists issue urgent warning after alarming collapse of bird populations across the U.S. We have a full on emergency. Well, if they wouldn't be eradicating all the frickin' chickens, are they going to put every single type of bird we have in the U.S. on the near extinction list now? The way they're writing it, I have no idea. I bet they probably do something like that. You got to check out the cooldown.com to read the story on it. Okay, I don't know. I like to call BS on this one. Fox Business reporting less than an hour ago UPS is cutting 20,000 jobs due to fewer Amazon shipments. Wait a minute. I thought Amazon delivered their own freaking packages. Hmm. That seems a little bit questionable. Go check out boxbusiness.com. You know. Yeah, I know they deliver a couple of things, and so does the post office and all that, but most stuff is delivered by Amazon, not by UPS or FedEx or the post office. But to get 20,000 jobs or something else going on there. Remember, keep this one somewhere in your thing when you read it at foxbusiness.com and write it down. See at the end of the year if, UPS gives their CEOs a big Christmas bonus. That's my guess. Okay, well, I want to see this one. This is being reported by TheStreet.com. Popular Southern fast food chain returns to Texas after a decade. I'm clicking on this one because this might affect me. I want to see which business is coming back because if it left, we don't deserve to have it back. I was like, nope, not going to. Yep, never ate there, never will. They left and now they're going to come back after a decade. No, it's called Crystal's Burgers. All the burger joints closing down. Why are they bringing some back? Did they lose the business in the other states that they thought they could make a profit? Now they want to come back. I don't think so, Crystal. Keep your bloody freaking ways out of the state. Ooh, look at that. Lady D ordered some noodles and they're coming out of Texas. Well, hopefully they accidentally sent you the jalapeno noodles. Yeah, I never heard of crystals. And growing up in Texas, you learn restaurants real quick. There's some that went away that should have never gone away, and others that should never been. And then you got crystals. Never heard of them? It's probably in the liberal cities only this way. Okay. Now I'm going to click this because it's going. Uh oh. B's probably busy doing her laundry and getting her stuff ready. Yeah, this is according from the Mirror on the U.S. version of the Mirror.com. A 4.7 earthquake rocks Alaska amid volcano eruption fears, as residents are warned of aftershocks. Not a good time for B. She was wanting this to happen either way before or way after her visit. So prayers to be. If you're just lurking and you're too busy taking your nappy poo, you know, trying to get that rest, so you can be wide awake during your travels. They go to CNET, CNET.com. Their top story, which makes more sense for today's time. I tried distilling my own water, and honestly, I'm never buying bottled water again. Hmm. Well, us Pepper's been saying it for years and probably decades. You need to learn how to do your own water. Yeah. Don't even trust the bottled water. You got to have that stuff freaking, yeah. Okay, according to the KRON San Francisco, a preliminary 2.7 megaquake rumbles in North Bay. And that happened this morning. They reported about 4 hours ago. So, yeah. Well, Earth is shaking and quaking. Uh, yeah. And of course, this is why I don't like reporting on Newsweek too much. Newsweek just posted within an hour Donald Trump's new order sparks martial law concerns. Yeah. He ain't going to sign an executive order, freaking, he just go on TV and say, I'm declaring martial law. Come on, people. Now, if he's doing that, doing an executive order saying it's illegal to have a do not go area in any property of the U.S., I'm all for that. And declaring martial law in those areas surrounding and freaking clear those fuckers out. Excuse my French, but you know which freaking states, which people I'm talking about. And AS USA is reporting goodbye to one of Netflix's most beloved series just after 3 seasons. I don't know which one that is. I can't think of any of 3 seasons, so I'm having to click on that one. Okay, I never heard of it, so I guess I'm gonna have to go check it out. But I'm not gonna let myself get baited in and watch the 3 seasons. It's called Heartstopper, but they're saying, oh, after the 3 seasons, they are gonna end it with a feature-length movie. Doesn't matter. Never heard of it. They're canceling it. Yeah. Anybody in chat ever watch Heartstopper? See, ever since I was growing up, I always heard of White Castle. And then I finally found White Castle in the frozen section of a grocery store. I tried them. Okay, so they're sliders. Hey, Psycho Billy. Psycho Billy Chuck. Sorry. I was trying to drink and smoke at the same time and say that. But yeah, I like our Texas sliders better than the White Castles. Yeah, it's sort of like all the people are talking all this. Oh, you got to try Five Guys. You got to try Five Guys. It's awesome. Their fries are awesome. I went over there. It's curly fries. That's all it was. Seasoned curly fries. Get that in your local frozen freaking section of your grocery store. Nothing spectacular. Not for the price. Okay, Reuters is reporting that Amazon, well, a lot of mainstream medias were reporting that Amazon was going to report the cost of the tariffs when you purchase something from them. But Reuters is breaking and saying Amazon denies its plan to disclose costs of U.S. tariffs on its website. Well, that's why if you have Amazon, you put in your little shopping. I wish I could get this, and then wait a week, and when the tariffs hit, you see how much more. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's going to cost so much more for all this stuff." And that just tells you it's made from China. Okay, in the history of China, all the freaking toys about all these freaking poisons and stuff put it on the stuff that the kids had. Okay, have you seen the video where why are the buildings in China collapsing? Because they're using plastic slash fake steel rebar. Hmm. So you really want to trust something from China just because it's a little cheaper? Maybe not. I'd do your own research and decide. If you really need stuff from China, then, you want to save on the tariffs, hey, move to China. If they'll let you. Can we send our Democrats over there? We could start a rumor and see if Nancy Pelosi get it. Tell her the alcohol is only a third of the cost in China versus here. Maybe she'll move there. And I've been saying the stories, and ABC News is doing it too. Liberal Mark Carney wins Canada election amid Trump's 51st state statement. Well, he said it a couple times. He's not. And I'm seeing stories all over mainstream media that Alberta is freaking succeeding because they want to join us. So, yeah. So I'm guessing this Mark Carney guy is going to be the savior of Canada. He's going to go in there talking all shit until he finds out, oh, we're screwed. We need America. Yeah, because America doesn't need Canada. Really look at it, there's nothing we can do without the freaking maple syrup. I guarantee we probably have, stockpiles of maple syrup in our freaking bunkers already. So we'll just have to crack those bunkers open to get the maple syrup out, and we don't have to buy nothing from Canada. Yeah, but when they start running out of their own power because they can't, they wanted to try to know we're going to cut the power off certain places in America. Well, they've already, diverting the power, making it all American. And the places that don't want the U.S. power to be on the U.S. power grid, they'd rather be on the Canadian grid. Well, if they lose their power, more power to them. That's their choice. They can go back to candles. Yeah. That's what we told El Paso when El Paso was on freaking New Mexico's freaking power grid instead of Texas's. And they started having problems. As soon as that was freaking said, you haven't heard no more about all the power outages that El Paso, Texas is having. Let alone you haven't heard from that guy that freaking wanted to talk smack all the time, thinking he was going to be governor and then he was going to try to run for presidency. Yeah, I'm not going to even mention his name because he's an idiot. Yeah, the guy that changed his name to sound Hispanic, but he's a white dude. Yeah, straight out Democrat. Change the wording. Lied to the people. Yeah. Hey, we finally got a recall. Go to eatingwell.com. Lady D, here's your first recall of the day. Trader Joe's just recalled the Poplar salad. And here's what to know. Go to eatingwell.com to find out which Poplar salad was recalled by Trader Joe's. Yep, Simply Recipes reporting I asked 4 Mexican chefs to name the best store bought salsa. They all said, go check out Simply Recipes. But I guarantee you remember the commercial, get a rope. Guarantee you it's Pace. I'm just seeing the salsa with chips in the picture and I can already tell it's Pace. So all the other ones, yeah, they don't do it right. And I've talked about this for several months before. And Animals Around the Globe is reporting at animalsaroundtheglobe.com a new supervolcano is brewing beneath the Pacific. And they're showing where the water is bubbling, and it ain't because of high surf. Yeah. You know where to talk about off the coast of Washington State? Oh, yeah. I believe that is probably connected to Yellowstone, by the way, just to let you know. Okay, I'm done with that until something else comes back. Yeah, exactly, Chuck. Stop buying anything that freaking goes stupidly priced. I mean, just because it was cheap doesn't mean it was better quality. And then you don't know. Even that T-shirt you bought from China can have chemicals and stuff. And over the weekend, I did see. I can't remember the source on it, but I did see where there was statements from China, especially their supposedly PhD people that they have over there, that they're going to get us by poisoning us. Yeah, yeah. Well, they've had years of practice with the bird flu. Is that the first step? I don't know. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy, but they're the ones threatening us with all this crap. And poisoning us? Really? Yeah. All right, Tom, you have a good day, brother. Thanks. At it. Hustle. Hustle and flow. That's all I got to say. Hustle and flow. But, yeah. I keep saying, keep researching and checking out all the backstories, all the stuff coming out of China. Factories are closing. They've already had freaking several riots that were brought down. Of course, a lot of people ended up getting disappeared after the protest. And yeah, because they're wanting to overthrow. They don't want the CCP anymore in charge because things are going wacky over there. And yeah, so think about it. I'm just waiting for, you can go on the internet or Google or wherever and find out all the companies that China owns. Do you know they own GE Electric? Yeah, think about it. A lot of states already reconfiscating a lot of property that China purchased, aka farmlands or properties near military bases. Uh huh. Expect more to come. And expect China to frickin' try to do lawsuits. But yeah, that's how things go. No, I don't want the frickin' baseball reports. I could care less about the draft and all that other crap. That's all entertainment. Entertainment isn't for living. It's not even entertainment anymore. It's already been proven almost everything is freaking rigged. It's by design. We'll make it interesting, but yet, yeah, we'll rig it so we can boat in, bet in Vegas and beat the odds in Vegas because Vegas wouldn't even know how we're rigging the system. So, of course, I saw all the silly stories they had all over YouTube. That's why I don't believe a lot of stuff out of YouTube anymore either. And I got to have at least five basic things. I'll take one from mainstream media, one from YouTube, but I better have some more resources before I really mention it. That's what AI doesn't do. AI just puts what they want in there, like all the news services are doing now on YouTube. It's all AI driven. Never trust anything from AI. But yeah, see the structures they found in the moon? Yeah, they even go as far as they found stuff on Mars. Yeah, it could be anything natural. No, like asteroids hitting the freaking moon and making something that shape. You know, oh no, that can't happen. If that happened on Earth, Earth has gravity. The moon doesn't. Things react differently. Hey, CJ, how you doing? See, you're still blossoming with your flowers. But yeah. So, it's like they keep trying to blame the tariffs. The tariffs are coming. The tariffs aren't this or that. Oh, you're losing your job because of tariff. Oh, I lost my job. No, you lost your job because you didn't want to go get out from being at your house where you were never there and you wanted to not go back in the office to show productivity. So you got fired. Yeah, because you're worthless. You may think, you know, you bring value, but do you really? You got to see it from the standpoint of the owners and the managers. Yeah. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people think they're better than what they actually are. And that's so sad. So, so sad. But you know what I see? I see the great reset of the American family. Well, one stays home and takes care and raises the kids, while the other goes out and hustles and pays the bills. Yeah, I see us going back to that. Some people won't like it, but oh well. That's why they end up getting freaking like 15 cats in their house and they have to work and they're so tired. For one, if you can't afford rent for yourself, what makes you think you're going to be able to afford the high price of freaking food for 15 cats, along with the rent you can barely afford? Yeah, you know which ladies I'm talking about there. It's not you in chat. Yeah, Lady D's like, I don't want to go back in the office. Well, you make yourself valuable. That's why you hustle at home. You get a lot done. You prove that you're still working. You work those long hours. Sometimes worry about you because you don't get enough rest, but I understand what you're doing. Hey, Rainwater, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, before anything else, CJ, on that successful garden, check the temperature of the ground. I'm telling you, a lot of places are having issues not being able to grow crops because the ground's too hot. And I've been saying it for years. The ground has been hot. I stopped growing stuff in the ground for a couple of years in the summer to revitalize the soil and everything. This is going to be my first year. I'm going to try growing it, but I'm still doing the temperature on the soil. You hear it from all the scientists. Well, I was moving up. And it's not just where it's going to bubble and create a volcano to come up, it is closer to the topsoil. It's heating everything and melting the rock. And of course, heat has to escape and heat goes up. So, yeah, it's going to bubble the ground, and the sun's still hitting it with the radiation, too. So, you got to fight the radiation levels of the sun, the droughts, the heat from the lava. Think about it. If it's too hot, you got to grow it in pots. If it's not too hot, then hopefully you get a good growing season. You just got to make sure you water because of the droughts. Well, good luck on that library job. That's a good place to go. Worst comes worst, and I will mention this now before the summer. If the library one doesn't fall through, check your local movie theaters while they're still around. You may want to try to slide into one of those jobs because I've been noticing lately a lot of the younger kids, include college kids, aren't getting those jobs now. It's the older people. And I say older people, you've been in the job market for a while. You got some customer service. For one, you get air conditioned, all the popcorn you can eat, all the soda you can drink, and yeah, you get free movies on your days off. Yeah. And did I mention air conditioning? You don't have to be out there sweating in the sun. Yeah. Hey, not a problem, CJ. And remember, if you can find something cheap and affordable like a mister you can set up, all it takes is a couple of boards that you properly can stand, and you can connect a mister to it. So, the humidity gets way too hot for the plants, which I don't understand how plants don't like humidity. There's moisture in the air, but if it gets way too hot, you can turn those little misters on and go beep beep. The plants will love you. Just be careful when you're walking on the concrete, because if you don't have those towels that are non-slip, you can fall and bust your butt. And we don't want nobody to have a broken hip here. Not on the Trust in God show. No, 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 no. But yeah, now, hopefully in another couple of weeks, after all these storms go by, for lets us rest a little bit, I'll start working on. I've already maintained my tiller. I'm waiting to start using it. Do a portion patch. I'm going to sacrifice some corn and stuff. A little bit heat tolerant plants. I'm going to try to put in the ground and see how well they do. They start growing real good, then I know I can do the other ones that aren't as heat tolerant. But once I get that going, I can start working on the garage because I'm going to convert part of my garage over into a growing room. Put my heating lamps and growing lamps and everything else. I'm going to prep it for winter. But I don't know if we're going to have a cold winter or not. I think we're going to have a very cold winter this coming year, but I haven't seen the numbers yet, so I'm just guesstimating on the history. And yeah, you better be prepared. I can still grow stuff in the winter while everybody else is wishing. They had watermelons and cantaloupes and stuff. But hey, I got happy this weekend. I went to Home Depot the other day. Matter of fact, Sunday. Um, Took the son and go get some paint because he's got to paint one of his walls after we repaired it for him. And I actually found lemon trees. For the longest time, we had all the trees except for lemon trees. I actually found lemon trees, so I've already ordered one. Not from this batch. I'm waiting for the next batch to be delivered, and that should be about 3 weeks from now. They said, and yeah, I'm gonna get one of those fresh trees. It's about an eight. No, I'll say about 6 foot tall tree where I can just make the hole, get it all prepped and ready, and when he comes, drop it in and go from there. I can have my new tree put in, and they even got big trees in. I was so happy. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get one of those. We still got some when I get my lemon tree. So yeah, those slow drip systems work really well. If you figure one for your area, that'd be awesome, CJ. The good thing is, PVC doesn't cost really that much, and you can set it the way you want. And it's like I have an exterior fence that's 6 foot wooden. And I got a 4 foot wired fence interior, and I attached a wooden structure type fence to the 4 foot steel fence. A couple of reasons. One, it's a secondary security thing, but mostly it's because I want to set up a gutter system so when it rains, the water can go there and go into barrels and stuff. A whole lot better because since I got an adobe house, it's kind of hard to put gutters on adobe. I mean, when they redid this house, they put some ones there, but it's not enough to catch all that water. So a lot of it goes to the ground, and half my backyard floods. But slowly but surely, with the drainage I'm doing, it's working. But still want to catch more water, take care of the plants. Excuse me. Well, and the good thing is, I get all my gutter systems for free. They're older, but they don't have the paint on them and all that. And all I got to do is screw them onto the wood structure. Makes it a whole lot better. And then I just need a barrel. But let's see if any more recalls popped up. I know Lady D was on the phone. Okay, here you go. Here's one for you. This might go along with the job search. Go to countrygoing.com. Countrygoing.com. Their title is Generation Z and Millennials Don't Want These Four Roles, so older workers are stepping in. Let me click on that one. So it sounds like, Generation Z and Millennials don't want to work. Because, when it comes to stuff, because these jobs still need to be done, though, and it's older workers stepping forward to fill the gaps. Let's take a look at which positions they are. Oh, truck drivers is one. Cashiers, oh, that's a given. You got to count money, and enough said on that part. Postal workers, yeah, they don't want to walk. What? What do you mean I have to freaking be looking at the mail and put it in the right address? I can't be looking at my phone. Oh, look, janitors. What do you mean I got to pick up after myself and others? And that's one thing I really believe. Like in Japan, the kids do their own cleaning in their classrooms and stuff every day. I think our kids need to start doing that in public schools. They need to start learning that it's not beneath them to clean up after themselves. Security guards, yeah, definitely Generation Z. They're not as healthy. They wouldn't be able to freaking, yeah. Bus drivers. Let's see what else. Factory workers, yep, that's a given. That's right. I say most of these young kids need to go into trade jobs. They realize. Here's one I don't understand: telemarketers. I thought they liked their phones. What? They can't freaking be on the phone? Landscapers. Oh, that's hard work. They got to be out there freaking trying to grow something. They should learn that one. Call center agents, appliance repair technicians, tailors and seamstresses, home health aides, and funeral service workers. Well, a couple of those I've never seen young people in them. Most of them, it's always been older people, but a couple, yeah. Oh, when I was, what, 16, I was already doing cashier. I worked the meat department, a couple others. Well, that's awesome, CJ. That just shows, if they're Gen Z, that just shows you're the one that's, the parents are the ones that instilled the worth ethic in them. But most of these people don't get that because their parents are too busy working, trying to pay the bills, and the kids are left alone. And of course, all they know is their phone, their friends, and yeah. So, needless to say, okay, Daily Mail is reporting nationwide outage hits major U.S. bank, locking users out. So, it happened a couple of weeks ago. It's happening again. And it's locking users out of savings. So, let me click on that and see which bank it is this time. Well, guess what? It's Citibank once again. Citibank, used by 200 million Americans, has been hit by a nationwide outage. Hmm. And of course, they show we've encountered an issue and are working to fix the issue when you try to go to the website. Yeah. So tell me how all this digital stuff is really more beneficial for you. Yeah. You say, yeah, volunteer, get a job. Yep. It's always better when you're getting paid. Yeah, I'm looking one last. Sorry, earthquakes in parts of Ohio amid severe weather. Hmm. I know Ohio had a couple of earthquakes before, but they're saying they have more. And of course, Al Jazeera is now doing what all the other mainstream media is. They're speculating what caused Spain's power outage. Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is who cares? I'm not trying to sound heartless or anything, but yeah, they should have been prepared. Like we've been telling everybody else, always have a plan B, a plan C. Now, here's one you want to check out. Go to whatif.com. What if? Their top story is no coffee, no problem. A world without brewed bean. Yeah. Be a lot of wars going on. That's all I got to say. And if you haven't heard, this is coming from Abilene news station, KTAB, at ktababilene.com. Netflix announces new subtitle option and how it works. You want to be up to par before your Netflix? Yeah, then you can go in there and check the subtitles out. My only problem is some of them, I don't want the subtitles. I want the English version. That's why I've done away with quite a few of them. I mean, I was raised speaking Spanish, understanding, and all that. Don't get me wrong. But when I want to watch a movie, I don't want to watch it in another language. let alone read subtitles. So, yeah. Anyway, half the freaking time the subtitles are wrong. If you really pay attention, it's like, yeah, the the car sped slowly down the road. I'm like, no, they didn't say slowly. They said speedily, but the AI puts it as slowly. Yeah, they use a lot of AI, and you see a lot of messed up stuff on subtitles too. That's why. Welcome back, Lady D. Yeah, I think when Puerto Rico lost its power, like 2 weeks ago or so, there was more of a panic in Puerto Rico than there was in Spain. I'm like, come on now. Even mainstream media, I saw some videos like they're showing everybody at the train stations just gradually walking. The trains aren't working because the power went out, so they're all freaking walking away from the trains to, well, I guess I got to figure out another way to get there. Yeah. You know who made money then and who wasn't panicking? Taxi drivers. Yeah. I don't know the Ubers. It depends if their cell phones went out. If their cell phones went out, then you can't even call it Uber driver. But if you're a taxi and you're just sitting there waiting, people are freaking hoarding you there. I need a, I need to get to so and so. Yeah, the taxi drivers charging a double interest and blame it on the tariffs. Well, I'm sorry, it used to be $1.25 a mile, but now it's going to be $10 a mile because Trump's tariffs are affecting us here in Spain. Yeah. And I have to laugh at all these people complaining about the tariffs going to make all these cars so expensive now. Okay, where have these people been? Haven't we, for the last 3 years as a minimum, seen used cars that were valued at like $12,000 used with 100,000 miles on them? You couldn't even buy that vehicle unless it was $50,000 or more. Now they're going to worry about a couple of $1,000s more for a brand new vehicle. It's going to still be cheaper than the used cars. You've seen a lot of used car lots freaking go out of business because they thought they're going to bank all that money. No, people just freaking kept their cars and kept working on them instead. Are prices on parts going to go up? Possibly. They still got junkyards too. People are starting to go back to the way they used to recycle stuff. Yeah, you can go to Pick a Pull and pay, $50 for a spare tire instead of go buying one for $500 because it's brand new, and all it takes is a freaking nail on the sidewall, and that $500 tire is basically useless because they can't fix the sidewall. Yeah, think about it. Yeah, yeah. So you can spend 50 now or spend 500 and still get the same quality because that's the saying that used tires gonna go flat a whole lot quicker than that new tire, especially depending on where you drive and how you take care of your vehicle. Maybe you need to start checking your fluids and taking care of your vehicle on a regular basis, like they're suggested. Hmm. And of course, another bankrupt pizza restaurant is closing or has closed. Let's see which one this is this time. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, it says, yeah, Pizza Hut filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy back in July 2024. Domino's has shut down 205 low performing locations. Bertucci's. Never heard of Bertucci's. It's an East Coast pizza chain. Closes several restaurants in bankruptcy. So, sorry, there's another restaurant I never heard of. See, I think it's more mismanagement than anything else because some of these places, they get popular. Some places, they make it big. So instead of just opening one or two freaking more locations until they become, addictive and everybody's just having to go there, no, they open like 20 more locations. Yeah, think about it. Potholes? What? No way. They got potholes in New Jersey? Wait a minute. Didn't wasn't Biden's plan was to fix all infrastructure, build it back better, and you got potholes? Did he skip over New Jersey or something, Lady D? Your local Pizza Hut closed last year. Yeah, we've had a couple of close here, but I think we still got one restaurant, a Pizza Hut. I think we had like seven of them at one time here, and we're down to five, and only one of them that's actually survived is the one that actually still has the buffet. They used to do it twice a week. Now they only do it once a week, which is kind of sad. But hey, most of the other non-famous pizza places all do the buffets. So like Cece's Pizza, people probably have heard of that one. Gaddy's Pizza, I don't know. They got their buffet. And then we got others that have it also. You know, when I go to a pizza place, though, I'm not going to get a salad. Not from the salad bar. No, 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 no. Hell, I'll go to Jason's Deli and I won't even touch their salad bar. You just, especially if I see somebody sneezing at the salad bar or coughing. No, I'm definitely not going there. That's proper etiquette. If you got to sneeze, you turn away from the buffet. You don't freaking sneeze anywhere near the buffet or cough. Yeah, our CC's is still pretty good, but since it's on the busy intersection by the highway, I don't usually go to it because most likely going to get hit by somebody because they're not paying attention. No, but I don't know. Maybe I'll take a nap this afternoon because it's still cloudy. It's still 78 degrees, and yeah, once I kick on this air conditioner again, I'm probably gonna get all nice and comfy. You want to sleep, so that's what I plan to do today. And laundry. I got one more load of laundry I still got to throw in the washer. So dishes are done. Floors are vacuumed and mopped and swept. So yeah, I guess I can have me a little be charming me time, as she calls it, and take me a nap. Hey, yeah, maybe I'll use that time frame the Lady D put there, an hour and 20-minute nap. Yeah, that sounds about good. Yeah. Well, let's see what I'm gonna have. And if you saw the picture of my mem for this high noon one, that's a that's a taco pizza from Papa Murphy's. So I was gonna do a short on it and ask people if they've had it and has Papa Murphy's redefined Taco Tuesday, but I said, I was feeling lazy. I was like, no. But all right, CJ, you have a blessed one, darling. Thanks for dropping by. Yep, until we meet again. But yeah, don't forget tonight. I believe 10 TV is still going on tonight. I haven't seen anything, but if I talk to her later, she wakes me up on a nap. I'll remind her, "Hey, where's your mem for tonight's show?" You know, and because she'll be going on tonight most likely. And I don't know. I didn't catch the last 20 minutes of her last show, so I kind of like was too tired. I had to sleep. But so I hope everybody has a blessed day. Be weather aware because weather's all over the place, coming from the west to the east. Some of y'all going to get rain today. Some are going to get storms. Others are going to get rain later in the week. And remember, I'm just reporting it. I'm not a weatherman, so if you got to hate anybody, hate on the weathermen. They're the ones that keep messing it up. Hey, longboarding mom, how's your box of rocks? Just joking. Love that video with your rocks, and you just taking a day off from everything. That's awesome. Yeah, I hope it's a good rain day today instead of a storm day. There's so you're addicted to rocks. I used to be addicted to pop rocks. Does that count? Just joking. But yeah, I'm gonna kid it up here, y'all. Thanks for coming out. And I don't know if I'm gonna stream again this week or not. I do have some appointments, but I have some time in between, so we'll see. Maybe I'll drop in for an hour or so. I'll try to do something tomorrow, possible. Depends how bad the weather is today and tonight. Hey, Mary Freeland, sorry. Yep, Pop Rocks and soda. And Lady D says, I think I will may have a new copy. You're gonna use sugar this time. Ooh, if you like cinnamon, you should try some cinnamon sugar. Ooh, if it's a super dark Colombian roast, use some cinnamon sugar. Add a little vanilla to it. Yeah, or some hazelnut. I use hazelnut more than I do vanilla. But then you can have a cinnamon hazelnut coffee. Ooh. But thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for voting for me to go live. Yeah, I was starting to get used to my black coffee too, but now I'm trying to get back into the sweetness of things. Hell, you got to enjoy life somewhere. And since I don't drink alcohol and I don't go out to bars and stuff, I guess my vice is sweetened coffee. But thanks for being the best social media worldwide. And remember, be careful out there in social media. Because remember, AI is going to be the reason social media gets killed. All the lies that are produced with AI. So be careful what you watch and what you listen to. Do your own research. Stay informed. Don't be like the woke crowd that's going back to sleep because they really don't know what's going on. It hurts their little brains. Don't fall in that group. We do love you. We will see you next time. Please be safe. Be weather aware. And yeah, I'm trying to find that thing. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. My Deadpool video. All right. Y'all have fun. Look up, but not too much, and don't stare into the sun. Yeah. You, you get you get sunburn, glaucoma, blindness. What else? Yeah. Yeah.